Clutch Cargo, with his pal Spinner and Paddlefoot, and Pipeline to Danger. Clutch and Company are taking it easy after their last adventure, not knowing that at this very moment across the ocean, in the desert oil country, a giant pipeline is about to be put into service. A pipeline to carry thousands of gallons of oil each day from the oil fields to mammoth storage tanks hundreds of miles distant. The valve opening ceremony is about to begin.
And so oil will flow faster and safer. Stand back, everybody, please. The pressure may be very great. Now I'll open the valve. Something must be wrong, men. It's either a leak in the pipe or the wells have just stopped pumping. There should be a steady flow. We're in trouble no matter what. But I know just the man to help us. I'll send him a cable right now and ask him to come.
Harry Hooper's message sounded urgent. I have a hunch we're in for some real excitement this time, Spinner.
We're traveling an awful lot of miles just to find a leak in an oil pipe.
It may seem that way, Spinner, but when the oil pipelines get interfered with, it's a serious matter.
After a long journey and many refueling stops, Clutch and Company draw near their destination.
We're getting close, Spinner. We're to fly north to Salala a few miles and find the Rub Alkali Desert.
Here it is now, Clutch. Lots of sand and round tanks.
That's it, Spinner. Those are the oil storage tanks. And there's the airfield. I'll take her in.
Yes, let's take her in. Let's go. Hello, hi there, how are you? How's it going? I'm Lorenzo, and this is Avery Label, and we're here to do the usual indie comics and review Wednesday live stream brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. The Alternative City Shop is where you'll find comic books, t-shirts, and some one-of-a-kind artwork by yours truly. There are indie and superhero mystery boxes filled with comics from my collection. There are also pins and pocket mirrors made from images cut from superhero comic books. There is no YouTube sponsorships or Patreon for this show, so if you want to show your support, this is how you do it. Hey, that's right. Yeah, I'm working on this. I was talking about this. Was it the dork cover that I was working on last week? I showed it to TN, and I was going downtown today to get some refills for my markers, and we only have one art store in town. God bless them, just one poor little young lady working in there, and they barely had any markers in there still, and they had no refills. So now I got to go back on, probably at the mercy of Amazon or somewhere online, to try to get some refills. So that cover is on hold until I can get a refill for my color green, so I can find some other substitute for it. But anyway, long story short, just a lack of art, in a small town. It's just so sad, man. It's just like, this is a medium-sized city. It's like 40,000, 50,000 people in this area, but there's only one art store, and just a lack of art availability.
Oh, yeah. Do you think it's a supply chain issue, or do you think it's just the nature of being a niche dealer in the area?
I think it's the latter. I think it's that because, there's not a lot of artsy folks here. I mean, we comprise mostly of people that work for the state, contractors, because everybody who's got a pickup truck and a toolbox is a contractor, and farmers. Those are the main three, the big three. I mean, there's other people here, like people from, other cities who came like us, but, we're the minority, so that's the majority of people. And they have this thing called Art Walk, downtown, just to bring customers downtown in this historic district, I think once or twice a year. And they just have all the obviously people from miles around in the whole state. They set up downtown and they try to sell their stuff, and people walk around and look and probably don't buy very much. And they say, hey, look, art, I guess, and it's not a whole lot I mean, like we'll have in a city of millions, where of course there'll be more artistic people because there's so many people, but anyway,
Not,
listen.
not a lot of supporters, or
Supporters, man.
Or times are tight and maybe not a lot of discretionary income.
That could be too, because those those markers are like $6 a piece, some of them. So this is not something you can afford a lot of. You're lucky to sell some sketchbooks and pencils and things like that. And it's just I'm just used to having like massive art stores where I come from. We had people working in there, like taking a smoke breaks. You wouldn't even miss them. Whereas here you got one person in the whole store. I pray for their safety because there's only one person in the whole store. But it's just weird. But
I wonder too if they suffer the risk of Space Case, if they suffer the risk of, just like so many other industries, just people going online to get it. They don't go out anymore to get it. They just go online. They
do. I mean, I try to. Now I've noticed that the supply of the markers has gone down a lot too, because I used to, I used to buy them online, but I'm going to go support my local art store. Like 2 years ago when I started buying those markers, there was more of them in there. Like now it's like, man, are you going into business? I'm afraid to ask her, like, how are you guys doing? I'm just worried that even that one little thing is going to be gone. But alas, so will we in like another year and a half, so more or less, unfortunately. Man. Anyway, what's new with you, Phil? Any good news that can make me feel better?
Well, work's treating me better. If I had hair, I'd be keeping more of it due to my reduction in stress, I guess, maybe. And I guess that's all I could say. I think since I last seen you, Roscoe and myself went to Motor City Comic Con.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I think it's my third year recently that I was going. Unfortunately, K-pop Katie couldn't join us. We had a good time. Roscoe was there all 3 days. I know it wasn't until the last day that I didn't realize how much he liked the cosplay. And it wasn't until Sunday, I wasn't there, that he said the cosplay got really good. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Always a huge turnout. Always a big line.
Cool. Do Roscoe like to take photos of the cosplay, or you just like to dress up himself?
Well, he certainly appreciates it. He doesn't dress it up himself, but he kind of likes to do I don't know how you even say it. It's like, you can tell it's kind of, well, I don't know if it is staged or not. Like the reaction videos where he'll be doing a selfie video and then all of a sudden he maneuvers the cosplay behind him and then reacts to them like they're following him or something.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of that. So,
there's a certain protocol now to cosplay photography, isn't there? I mean, you can't just like shoot them, like you're in the wild or something. You got to ask the permission to take.
Yeah,
photos.
I think it's more polite to ask in that environment. Certainly, yeah. I think that's the expectation.
Yeah. That's what I usually do, because I feel kind of weird. I used to kind of like guerrilla take pictures. I'm like, most of them are happy to pose for you. It's like
sure.
Hey, I've got some great photos, some like cons from years ago, like great costumes and stuff. Yeah. Hey, how you do? Great costume. Can I get a shot?
It's the only time they get their chance to have their efforts appreciated, I guess.
Yeah. They go through all that trouble to dress up. They want to be seen and photographed, but they just want you to, I guess, ask permission. I guess it's not much to ask for, I guess. But I love a guerrilla film, like the whole crowd. I'd love to go through like and just get everyone in like that, because
I do too.
Yeah.
I'll get candids at cons like that. Certainly, people like really intently looking in the dollar bins or whatever, or parents and kids. I like that. Watching the kids grow up on the pop culture stuff, or making it a family event. That kind of thing.
That's the fun part about it. That's the only reason. I think actually there's a con coming up now that it's June.
Heroes is right. Heroes.
Here, I know Heroes is like this weekend, right? Or a week or so. Very soon.
Next, I think. Next
weekend. Is it the same weekend as the C2E2, or is that different?
I think C2E2. No, it's not the same. I think C2E2 is in the spring.
Oh.
I kind of associate with not the greatest weather in Chicago. So I think it's just earlier in the year.
Yeah. I went to that maybe twice, and I lived there for so long. Yeah. So, but I have a whole thing about cons anyway. I would only go to a con now if I know one of my friends are going to be going, like you did with Roscoe, or some up and coming creators there that I want to get like to meet or get a something signed by them.
Mhm.
Other than that, now I'm just kind of down on them because of that. Because just the big corporations taking them over and turning them into this thing that they weren't supposed to be. Supposed to be like about us and you used to go to get like deals on books like on from sellers. Never now, because now the table fees is so much they got to make their money back.
Yeah.
Nothing personal to you, but I got to sell like either list price or more if I can. And it's just hard. It's hard to get a deal on a book and forget about it. It's like a clearance aisle. Or if you're looking for clearance stuff, you can probably find that. But deals are not going to happen.
I didn't pay so much attention this year, but in the past I've noticed, and I think that Heroes, there was some of it too, but there are some dealers who, for whatever reason, they have this eBay price or this hot price in mind to sell that book, but they don't realize that was 6 months ago, and the market has changed, and they won't budge.
Yeah, no, they will not budge, Yeah, man. What can I tell you? Let's just shout the chat out, and then I got some things to talk about. A couple, 2-3 things you might already know about, but I find interesting. Who we got? The leading off and playing center field is my buddy and yours, Mr. TN Comedy. How are you, sir? Good to see ya. And then there's the former Larry Love, now crazy ass Larry, still a lover of tea though.
That's what level do to a man.
Yeah, I know. It'll drive you nuts. Yeah. You know that joke, right? What's up, crazy ass Larry? I'm having what am I having? I'm having Assam, vanilla Assam today. So I'm having some hardcore, damn near coffee tea right now. So I could be pretty wired.
Coffee,
what you got
chocolate
there?
milk. Coffee, chocolate milk.
Coffee, chocolate milk. Coffee, chocolate milk. That's a good combo. You pour in the same cup.
Mocha.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. That's all mocha is, man. And Starbucks, you pay $8 for it.
Yeah.
And OSTN, yeah. Avery Label. Avery Label is slaying me.
That guy in.
I know. Space Case, what's up, buddy? How the heck are you? And the lovely and talented Janet, love you. Good to see you there too, sweetie. All right, so what we got? First of all, are you aware of Tag Grading?
No.
It's like a grading company called Tag.
No.
Well now. Let's I just want to bring it to people's attention. I don't know if you even are actually aware of it. I wasn't until like a few days ago. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Tag, I printed right now, all they do is cards. So they do trading cards, of course, sports cards and non-sports cards. Get rid of that thing there. Come on. Oh, here we go. Completely transparent. Literally completely transparent. It's this lovely case. It looks nice, at least in this presentation right here. It looks better than actually PSA. And almost as sturdy as Beckett. Beckett has probably the most sturdy case there is, but nobody cares because everybody gets their cards graded through PSA now.
Yeah.
And there's some Pokemon, Pokemon people are like shooting each other and driving over people with each other for
to get to this.
Yeah, to get the Pokemon cards, man. I mean, Pokemon. They'll get to to get them. I guess when they're dropped. Pokemon drops are Jordan sneaker drops and things like that people, just commit crimes and.
So it's because of those Pokemon people. When I go to Target to buy my women's soccer cards, which no one buys, there they all are. But because of those Pokemon people, I can only buy 2 packs at a time.
So they limit purchases on all cards because of Pokemon?
At my Target, yes.
So no one's smart enough to say the hot ones are the ones we should limit.
I said, really? You're going to make me 10 different trips to get 2 packs?
It's like, I don't know the difference between one card and another. They're all limited. No. You need to. Are you in the business of selling cards or not? Okay, the rest of them aren't selling. The Pokemon cards are the ones that are selling. You need to limit those. But Fucking lemmings, man. They don't know anything about anything. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, nothing.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
not
but
wrong.
it looks like they got some pretty solid technology behind it. I mean, you look at this, they have this thing where you actually called tag card vision, where they scan, they use some kind of, I guess, probably AI, and they scan the card for imperfections. So you're probably going to get a lot fewer 10s with that kind of technology going on. And which is kind of like, most people want 10s, so I guess maybe, that's why they're so hard on the tough graders like CBCS and Beckett, because they have tougher grading than, say, for instance, PSA and CGC. So I don't know. Maybe I'll submit some. I'm pretty sure these guys don't have a problem. Probably the same, I would imagine. I haven't checked their prices out yet, but they don't have a problem. You checking? Okay. But the reason I bring that up is because of this. Let me see here if I can bring this other one up here now. Because almost you heard that PSA is I can get rid of this. PSA is halting, or I should say suspending. Where's my thing here? I guess. I know what I need to do. Yeah, this is like my first stream. I just don't know much about streaming. Share this tab instead. Due to demand spike, PSA pauses value tiers, extends collectors club memberships, and launches public backlog tracker, whatever in blue hell that means. So
they can't meet demand. Sounds like
they can't meet because well, when you corner the market, when you're attempting to corner the market and you buy out your competition, people already knew you were number one. Now you're almost the only game in town. Now that the other competitor is like on the way down. Beckett and CBCS are owned by these guys, if I'm not mistaken, by PSA. I didn't share the tab. Oh, I did share the tab, didn't I? You guys can't see it. Oh gosh almighty. Okay. I got the wrong thing on here. Never mind.
I found the pricing, but in addition to the pricing, they too are not accepting submissions. They are at capacity. Tag is at capacity?
Yep. No way, man.
Yep. I found their pricing. Here, let me drop a private chat to you.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the link.
Okay. All right.
It looks like prices start at $22 per card. That's for regular tier pricing, but right now they're all yes. There we go. If you scroll up just a minute, and you will notice that you're on priority pricing tab. There, right there. No, right below those color photos. See where it says
priority
services.
Okay.
Yeah,
priority, okay.
So click regular.
Okay. Regular.
Yeah. And there's the standard pricing, and you'll see that they're all at capacity.
Wow. And they're all pretty much the same. Looks like the same, if I'm not mistaken. $22. I think it was 22 or 25 for PSA, more or less. It's always the same ballpark. Oh, wow. Oh, well then. Well, maybe they're not. They weren't ready for PSA to be paused.
Yes.
My guess.
Or if PSA was so backed up anyway, they weren't paused yet. They just got sick of waiting and came over here anyway.
That could be it too.
Having said that, though, I am intrigued by this because I have a boatload of cards that I have saved over the years that I tell myself I want to send, go through and pluck out the good ones for grading. And I've never sent in a card for grading. So if, they end up being competitive, and it looks like they are, and I certainly like the look of the label and the technology behind the scenes, then this could be good timing for them when it comes to my wallet.
Good deal for both. Yeah. Okay. Well, who knows when they're going to unpause it? Did they have a statement like saying how long it's going to be? Because PSA kind of says like until further notice, basically until
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Mm-hmm. There's a notify button there, so it looks like you could just like leave your information and it'll let you know.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so there's that. So much for that idea. Um, and I had an idea of maybe grading a few things before we move, but because I'm going to keep a few cards, and I probably want to grade them if I want. I don't know when I'll be able to grade them after that.
Wait a minute, you said before you move?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you missed all that. Okay, that's right. Oh, yeah. We're going to be moving to Southeast Asia. Most likely Thailand. Within a year to 15 months.
Oh, well, maybe I'll still be able to come visit you first.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I really want. I hope I get to meet a few more people that I haven't got to meet in person yet. I've met a few of you guys in the communities so far. He was down in Portland, and TN came by, but I haven't met so many of you guys, man. It'd be nice to meet you in the flesh before we cross the ocean.
Sleepy's out there, right? Sleepy Reader.
Sleepy's out here in the Pacific Northwest. He's in Portland.
And yeah. I think the gentleman who does the horror zine is out there.
Oh yeah. That would be Staple Spine, and Staple Sounds. Jack Rudo. Yeah, he's still out there too. Yeah, he's a fixture in Portland. He's been there before it got got all gentrified and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last week I wasn't locking up. I'm locking up again. I wonder if it's like I got too many screens open, or it can't be. I had a lot of screens open last time. I think it's just like the shitty internet out here in the PNW. I could come out and see you, man. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. So anyway, if I start locking up and looking like a robot again, because last week it was like, hey, what'd you do? Nothing. They just fixed it. But now they
maybe it's me.
No, I don't think it's you. It's always them. It's always them, So anyway, a couple other things I wanted to talk about before we get all into the comics and stuff like that is not just that, but Dark Horse. See that? I don't know if you can see that or not, because it's like weird. Oh, there we go.
Commentary recognizes a union. Oh,
see, now I doubt myself now. I got so many tabs open. I forget which one I got open. Yeah. Dark Horse. I think they closed some stores. I heard someone say that they closed the Things from Another World shops. I don't know, the one in maybe y'all out down in Portland can tell me if the Portland one is closed yet. But I think the one in California is closed.
Because why?
Dark Horse is just, I think, reorganizing and shit like that. They're owned by this parent company.
Oh, I didn't realize they were associated.
Yeah, they're Dark Horse and Things from Another World. Owned by the same people. The parent company is, I think, from Switzerland or Sweden. I forget which. One of those European countries that begins with an S. Whichever it is, they're the parent company. And the employees were unionizing. The last ditch effort, I guess, not get screwed over in case if and when they may, cease production and things like that. So I didn't think that they were going to get because unions are not something that this country loves. But since it's owned by here you go, Dark Horse's parent company, the Embracer Group, soon to become Fellowship Entertainment, is headquartered in Sweden, a somewhat socialist nation. Whether or not that viewpoint contributed to the swift acceptance of the union is something we may never know. So yeah, so I wish Dark Horse well, man. I mean, that's one of the biggest, the best indie publishers out there, have been around for a long time. They let Mike Richardson go, even though it was like he founded the company, and I hear tell that he still owns the building. So it's kind of like he's the landlord of the people that fired him. Yeah, I miss him too, Space Case. Yeah, I look at I can't get the. I never thought I would say that when they were around. I thought like you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. The old saying.
The last I knew, Matt Kent still did a lot of stuff through Dark Horse. But also Karen Berger a little while ago founding editor of Vertigo Comics, had her own imprint with Dark Horse called Berger Books.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't heard any news about that in quite a while.
I haven't either. And is Matt Kent's imprint on Dark Horse? The one he with his wife
I think it is, even though he does a lot of work for Bad Idea. I think his imprint is at Dark Horse. Yeah. I know he's got a new mind management series coming out, but I'm not sure if that's coming out through Dark Horse or not. Me
either. Well, I got some. I think last week's Penultimate Book, or at least a book I read recently, was a Dark Horse. They still got stuff coming out, which is good. We're on a pretty regular schedule, so I hope they're able to keep that up. But it's a tough industry, man. As you know. Last thing I want to talk about is what do you know about bricks and minifigs?
Not a thing.
Me neither. Until last week. There was this. Oh my God! This story is so convoluted. I can't even get into it because you have to watch an hour-long video to go, deep down to it. So I'm going to play like a minute of this video right here that gives you an overview and let you know what's going on with it.
This man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen, and the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point, my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment, I promised Brian that I would not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
It's the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs, we're not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Legos. So what I'm planning to do with them is take them to my local Bricks and Minifigs.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere, Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like, all the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and fill the whole party room with shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country. I reached out to corporate to let them know, hey, this is something that's coming up in the next 4 to 5 months.
She told the Bricks and Minifigs head corporation that she was planning on selling the store, so the corporation actually was able to find a buyer to buy it from her.
They let me know that they had somebody who was interested in purchasing a franchise in the area. He was going to be in town and he was going to stop by and just take a look at it. It wasn't until Brandon got there that he informed me that they were terminating my franchise agreement. We were getting threats from Brandon and from corporate that if we didn't leave the store immediately, the police were going to be called. I told corporate I wasn't comfortable leaving that night without the inventory. I was also told I was not going to be able to stay there long enough to do that inventory.
But we don't just have to take this woman's word for it. She was actually able to save all the security camera footage from that night, proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there. In the security cam footage, it's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business. He takes on all that kind of side.
His own corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it. So Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taken over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah, I am the owner of about half your store's inventory. All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there are ours. And he goes, oh, I don't know anything about that. I said, well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence, like that is our collection. So I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like, you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's going to happen. If we go to court, we're going to drag this thing out so long and you're going to end up spending so much more money than your collection is ever worth or what you ever would have gotten out of it, that it ain't worth it, man. So if that's the route you want to go, and I go, that's really the route you want to go, rather than just letting me walk in there. And he goes, nope. What am I to do at that point?
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the father's health, doesn't have the resources to take them to court. And almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point, it seems like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world, and they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled. How the hell can a corporation get away with doing this?
Yeah.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs. We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we could, you know, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits. And this left Brian feeling pretty hopeless.
It eats me alive. I had terrible anxiety attacks over it, got put on medication. I just kind of was like, okay, I just have to let these freaking things go right now. Because it didn't seem like I have any path to go, you know?
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection back.
And you pause it right there. It goes on forever and ever and ever. And there's so much more. This guy, Brian, Ben is the YouTuber. He's like a prankster. He made his fame from being like a prank. I'm not a big fan of pranksters, you know, but he's a decent dude. He's trying to help this family, you know, navigate this quagmire that they've been put in by this corporation. And the shit that he has to, oh my God, man, you can go down the rabbit hole for hours with this shit. Here's Ben right here. Like with the police, I guess it's superimposed.
Looks like he's handcuffed.
Yeah, he's handcuffed, and they superimposed the Legos. I don't think the Legos are actually there, but he did actually get cuffed and stuffed by the police many times, and harassed by the police. They're headquartered in the store actually is in Salem, Oregon, where this took place, but the headquarters is actually in Utah. And they're owned by a bunch of Mormons. Not to badmouth the Mormons, you know, God forbid.
The gaming company.
The gaming company is owned by this Mormon guy, and there's a lot of Mormon people involved. The police department, that they've done research, they're all Mormons. They're all, you know. So it's like, you know, the power structure is there for the owner. You know, he's He's got everything, but they're losing. Bricks and Minifigs, that is losing in the court of public opinion big time.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, you know, the U.S. Marshals not becoming involved. If there really is if there really is a corrupt police force, if this, I mean, ultimately, didn't that guy walk out of there with a piece of paper from the retail establishment saying that we've got your stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many bits of incriminating evidence.
I was going to say, you would think some attorney would say, "I'll take this pro bono." You know, some $1 million, some $1 billion law firm would say, "We'll take this pro bono."
I'm waiting for that shoe to drop. And what we don't show, what I'm not showing right here, right now, is that since everyone's finding out about this, you know, even like non-figure collectors like myself and you, you know, and opinion is like heavily on the side of the owner of the Star Wars collection. More people are maybe just hasn't reached that critical mass yet where that person jumps in. You know, your Ben Crump of minifigs or whatever, just jumps in and then takes this case pro bono and that kind of a thing. But what the owners did try to do, the owners of the Bricks and Minifigs tried to do was they went to Patreon and tried to take Ben, the creator right here, the YouTuber's money, because he's got a Patreon account. And they tried to, say, look, I want you to cease and desist with Ben's source of income, try to like just bleed him dry, And the beautiful thing is about it is that the owner of Patreon came out and made a video saying that basically telling him to shove it, literally.
I love that guy.
He'd be great.
Yeah, I forget his name right off the bat, but I love Pamplemousse, the musical group. That he is part of.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I knew nothing.
That's how Patreon started. Was him trying to just do it for musicians because he was one. He still is.
Not know that.
Yeah,
did not know that. But yeah, that's great that he came out and now in Patreon, from what I hear, is bigger than Bricks and Minifigs.
Jack Conti is his name.
Yes. That's how you mentioned it. Yeah, that's him. Good dude, man. He said basically, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Because right now, up at that point, Bricks and Minifigs have just been bullying the owners of the Legos and Ben, who's been trying to fight and be an advocate on their behalf to no end. So now hopefully someone sees this, some benevolent attorney who has some time on their hands. Hey, I'll take that case. You see the evidence is stacked against them. They're just being bullies right now.
And it can start at hey, the local police department, why did you ignore this legal bill of sale or whatever that thing is? That's a legal receipt of property. And any contract law is going to judge is going to say that's legit. Even the owner of the franchise owner of the store was saying that's legit.
Yes, they're on camera saying it.
Yeah, so the person who received the merchandise is saying it's not our merchandise.
Yeah, and yet you refuse to just give this man his property back. Oh, if they had just done that, we would not be talking about this right now. None of the videos have been made about it. Have been made, but you know what? Greed is a hell of a drug. We have $200,000 in hand, and we would rather spend millions, or maybe even lose millions.
Thou shalt not steal.
Man, and you call yourself a religion? Ain't that about a horse's nuts? All right, so yeah, so that's the name of that too.
Of course, I haven't read the Book of Mormon. Maybe that's not in the Book of Mormon.
Thou shalt not steal. You see the South Park Mormon thing, dum 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 dum. Oh God, maybe I'll use that for an opening one day. But anyway, that's what's going on in the world of stuff that I care about right now. That's all I got. That's all I have to say about that.
It's upsetting. Let's stay updated, Lorenzo.
Yo, man, I've been unable to put it. So many people, Charlie of the Moist Network and Penguin ZO, as if he goes by different things. The little long-haired YouTube Jesus or whatever they call him. He's done a lot. He's been an advocate for Ben. Talking about this stuff endlessly on his stream, and he is like a reach of millions. So other people have done it and they picked it up, and I hope in the end, this poor dying man is able to get some money for his damn collection, and this corporation who's just just being nasty and greedy get their comeuppance.
I hope
from all
they'll
this.
I hope they'll get exponentially more than that collection was worth
Ooh,
as a
that-
result of their being a ne'er-do-well.
You thinking damages and things like
Put
that?
that in front of a jury. That
Oh.
they're not going to want to go in front of a jury on that. They're going to want to settle.
They're gonna want a judge is in their pocket. That's the best thing they can hope for right there. It goes in front of a jury. If I'm on that jury, scratch it. Forget about it.
And I dare say, given the dollar amount, it's a felony.
So you definitely got some damages coming on there. Like,
And depending on the dollar, it could be per item. So it's 107 felonies.
You might turn 200,000 into 2-3 million.
Yeah,
You never know.
And if they send you that through mail order, they sold it and
Mail
sent it through the
fraud, right?
mail.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, we
Selling stolen merchandise through the mail.
Oh man, you know they are. You know they said we're not giving this up. We have it in hand. Why should we give it up?
Tell me again what the name of the gaming company in Utah is that sells stolen merchandise, maybe through the mail.
That would be Bricks and Minifigs. What? I never heard that shit before today. Anyway, glad that this getting a lot of attention, so that's all right. It warms my heart to see the bullies get their nuts kicked in. All right, so what I got from the store today, in my effort to, I mentioned that I'm already cutting down on stuff. Thank God. Got a sizable order coming from my comic shop next week, so I will not be going to the shop next week. Not as sizable as last time, unfortunately. Not as big as, unfortunately, I should say, not unfortunately, I'm not trying to get more stuff. Yeah, I've got some stuff coming in. But the first thing I got is Dead Man #1, The Dead Man. This is from the creative team behind Marazzo and Maxwell Prince behind Ice Cream Man. So
That's why that looks familiar.
This could be
I've always found him to be such an intriguing character visually, but I know nothing about him. And have there been several people in that role?
I believe there have been at least 2 Dead Men. I only know the original guy who was, and that's the one that they're going with, is Boston Brand.
That's the name.
Boston. That's a cool ass name, though. Boston Brand. I know the origin of him and all that stuff, but I know that the first appearance of him is pretty pricey. And it's kind of like Strange Adventures number something, and it's like hundreds of dollars.
Sure.
On average. hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Another Dark Horse comic, boink, is The Ring. Get you in the ring. Get you in the ring. Crusher. Wow. So this is by Gail Simone, Elisa Ramboli, and Alonda Zaffarino. I'm sorry, ma'am. I butchered your name. three ladies writing a book about boxing. I find it interesting. And maybe that's why some people aren't interested in it, because this is women doing it, but it's too bad. I like this a lot so far. I thumbed through it. I picked up this as opposed to last week's penultimate book, which was a nut punch or a junk punch or whatever. Yeah, I've got the
distinction.
I know, right? Mr. Nuts, hit the junk. Yes. I picked that up rather than that. So I got a cover for Junk Punch next week. Who that is? Hey, it's Sonoma Publishing. What's happening, man? It's been a cool minute. Just wanted to say hi before I hit the bed. Hope you doing. Hey, hope you're doing well too, brother.
Yeah, that's a setup. Did you get Junk Punch? No.
Ooh.
That's like, have you ever had a Hertz donut?
I got a copy. I got the Merca and Dolfo cover coming next week from my comic shop. That's why I was looking through one of the books in the store. I was thinking, like, should I buy it? No, I'm trying to get rid of books. Plus, I got one copy coming. No, don't buy it. So I just I'm not sure I got The Ring coming, but The Ring looks good, so I don't mind having another copy of that. So that's fine. Also, number 3 of Royals. It's a limited series. All my limited series, I'm gonna finish up, because you can't sell a limited series. It's harder. you can't really sell a limited series without the whole series.
No one wants the first 3 issues of a 5-issue series.
Yeah, or the last 3.
Well, yeah, we're right there. They're going to buy the 5-issue lot.
But either way, you don't want to be left hanging or not know what happened in the first one. So this is my favorite thing from last week. I finally read it, number 1, and it was damn good, man. I mean, the artwork in here is pretty. It's pretty. You say I love it. I mean, the thing that comes closest to it was this thing last year called Mugshots that was so graphically pleasing in its presentation. This is the only thing I can see that comes close to that. And it's a good story to boot about these guys who have a telepathic connection, and they use that to make money while playing poker in where are they at? No, they are in South Korea, in Seoul, South Korea, and the gangsters don't take kindly to that, of course, because don't want you to count cards, man, let alone have a mind meld. Another Dark Horse comic is coming to an end. Is FML? We were big on this for a while. I mean, it's supposed to be like yeah. You got the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. This is number 8. I assume is the last one.
Kelly DeConnick. Was it Kelly Sue DeConnick, or is it?
You got it. And Kelly Sue, the Kelly Sue, not the Mary Sue.
Yeah.
Kelly Sue DeConnick. This is a wraparound cover of number 1. There's 8 issues. This is issue number 8. It's been going on for so long. Hey, what's up, man? Mike Bradley, my buddy. This is probably over a year old because I think this is one of my best of last year, or year before last. Or was it because I didn't even do a best of for last year yet, and the year's almost over. We're at halftime of 2026. I haven't done a best of 2025 yet, so not late or anything. So there's that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, not good. Good together. It's lump them all together, like the best of 2025 and 2026 all together. It's 2 things. This is, I think, the last issue or the penultimate issue of Lucky Devils. It's been coming out for a minute too. I think they had there was some health issues with the creators, one of the creators of this book too. So this is either at the end or that's the last issue of it, near the end. And the last thing is Dork number 4. Dork has been great, love it, and I don't mind collect. This is probably gonna be ongoing. I'll probably just cut off at some point and just sell the lot, maybe keep 1 book or something like that. That's gonna be my what do you call their we're big. It's gonna be my the way I liquidate stuff. Because I've been talking about it with other folks, and it's like I'm just gonna liquidate stuff, and I have thousands of books I gotta liquidate, and it's a little daunting. I'm going to give away.
Care to guesstimate the number of short boxes you have?
30.
Okay.
Ballpark.
I did something equivalent at my LCS, and I don't know if this will make you cringe. Whoop. Stand by. Let me do this. I just went to my LCS and I just said, give me. I'm typing in the dollar figure. I want $35 a short box. Don't take the time to go through them. Just take them.
They go for it?
They did. And if they did that with you, and again, I don't know what you have, that'd be $1,050.
Okay.
And now you are, and now you got a lot more space.
Take out that copy of Detective 27 that I had
move next year.
Yeah, that's right. Take out my Detective 27 and my Action 1, and I'll leave it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Yeah, you got to do. Well, and that's the thing, because LCSs, that's why they're used to paying $35 a box, because the people who come in and sell those to them have cherry picked them.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, but yes.
So they're expecting you to cherry pick them. I cherry picked them. That's why I was happy to let them go for 35. So
I'm gonna have to be able to see them with some things that aren't just total trash. I've got some. I don't have a lot of trash, to be honest. I just stopped getting quarter books and shit like that a long time ago. Thank God. So everything I got is it's bagged and boarded for the most part. High grade. 99% of it is in, just a few things. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to take anything with me. I'd like to take a couple of collected editions, like I got the slipcase SIKTC, but that's one of those heavy books, it's going to be heavy on your luggage and heavy to ship, at the best of milk and cheese.
Does it have the foil logo?
Mm-hmm. The first printing, yeah.
The first printing, okay.
First printing, though, the silver foil. I got the first and the second printing of that one, so I was just getting greedy.
Yeah, me too. There, I think there's somewhere right there.
Yeah. The second printing is probably worth close to cover price. Maybe.
I figured that'll be the one I read. So, because I've only read the first issue via the local comic shop day foil edition.
Oh, really?
That's all I've read of.
Oh, wow. See, I missed it when it first came out, but when I had my surgery, I had gotten the collected edition or the slipcase edition right before it happened. So I spent that whole time off, just reading that whole, and it was amazing. Just to sit there, off of Percocet and tea, reading this story.
That'll be a new question we ask over on. Drawn to you. If you're going to take tea and Percocet, what would be the favorite comic book to read?
I know. Go. That's a good question. Yes. Well, I get credit for it. That's all I ask. All right. So, I'll probably, I'm going to get into that right now. But anywho, all right. So I got a couple of things for what's good. So I'm gonna play the soundtrack and do that right now. Usually do 3 books. I'm doing 4 this week because just because I want to just get as many out of the way as possible now, because going forward I'm going to try to read as much as possible, and just my philosophy is going to be, read everything that I can. What I can't read, don't worry about it. Just read the most important stuff I want to read and just get rid of all of it. Read it, release it. Like catch, release. It's gone. It's in my mind now. It's no longer, in my hands, but it's still in my mind. It's still something that I love, and I won't forget it, hopefully, until next time. All right, so this first thing is from Keen Spot, and it's called Strength and Ash. Words and story by Evan K. Pozios. Stefano Cardacelli is the penciler, inker, and he does the layouts. That's what really drew me to this book, is Cardacelli's artwork. I've seen it in other stuff. A lot of other things I've seen his work in. It looks familiar?
Not familiar. At first, to me, it has David Mack colors, but not the art style. Not the style.
No, definitely not the style. And the colors are different. A different person does the. Now that you mentioned that, Francesca Perillo does the colors, and the letters are by Letter Squid. So this is, it's like it's a kind of a sad story. I love this guy's stuff. I mean, it's like it's primitive and kind of messy, but I like it. Does that make sense? This is like, I love that. I mean, some people like so immaculate, and you got your David Max, who uses all that watercolor and stuff like that, and your David Fetches, who your Jim Lee, who is like such immaculate artists, and you got guys like this, and people like this who it's kind of like, and it's kind of a free feel that I like about that. That makes any sense. Ash is this kid, like a young man, I guess, but he's kind of drawn like a kid, and he lives in this transient hotel. I kind of feel for him because I used to be a desk clerk at a transient hotel, and I would see people's lives, transpire right in front of me, and I thought like, wow, man, they're for the grace of God, And people, you rent your room about a week, and you hope that you'll be able to pay your rent, and God knows what. I saw some people I knew in high school, like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, hey, you work here? And I was like, yeah, you live in here now? Yeah, I'm so sorry, but people who in this situation, man, I really feel for him. But Ash, he's lost his father, he's lost his big brother. He carries his big brother's or his father's ashes around with him in an urn. His big brother was a collector of comics. He's got a few comics and action figures in his one room hotel room that he's got there, and he just lives his life in that desolate kind of a manner. It looks like the beginning of the book. It looks like, I guess, Strength is the one of the action figures that he's like a Captain America type of looking thing. I think this is like a fantasy kind of a beginning here, because it doesn't, all of a sudden it fades and he becomes like, oh, I'm back in the room now, and I'm sad about my father and my brother being gone and stuff like that. And it's just the colors and the primitive art style. It's nice. I mean, I think it's nice. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's and the only problem I have with Keen Spot, not with the story itself, is that it's a $6 book. It's going to be really hard for this to be a sell to somebody, like when you got like a $4 book and a $5 book, and you're trying to budget. It's going to, do I buy this or do I buy this book here, this mainstream book, or this beautifully drawn thing here that I've been buying all the time, and you might miss out on this story. So I would love to see this. I would trade weight for this if I, all things being equal. And this is a couple of months old, so maybe I'm part of the way there. For trade waiting for it.
I really like that art style. All these artists are kind of popping around in my mind as I look at that. I already said David Mack colors. There was a character back in the day from Marvel Comics, in the adult line, and I don't remember the name of the imprint, but it was Marvel Comics called Martial Law. Do you remember Martial Law? I think maybe Denny O'Neil created him, but he had kind of a really odd, chaotic, almost. Do you know who Ralph Steadman is? Art style.
Ralph Steadman, yes.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
We did the cover for Fear. Yeah. That reminds you a lot of that.
The Wall. Now that I think about it, too, I think.
And The Wall. Okay, Pink Floyd. Okay, yeah. And
so
it's very
a
similar.
little bit of a vibe to that. Yeah, I'm going to seek that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to describe, isn't it? But I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like this a lot because it's by Strength or Junk Punch. Woo, man, you put me on the spot, bro. Damn. Junk Punch is more traditional, I guess, for art wise, I suppose. Now, I didn't really finish Junk Punch. I just kind of like read. I just glazed over the first 5 or 6 pages. I thought like, it's okay, but and it's written by the guy who did Bunny Mask, whose name escapes me right now.
Really?
So yeah, Junk Punch is. So I thought like, give this a shot. It was the penultimate book last week. I was gonna be both. TN totally sniffed it out. He knew it was coming. Was it a painful read? He said. I wouldn't call it painful. Kind of, if you read Bunny Mask, you know what I'm talking about, but maybe you didn't read Bunny Mask. Bunny Mask was odd in his writing, but it was odd, but I liked it. And I guess some people might like Junk Punch, even though I'm reflexively repelled by the name Junk Punch. To some, Junk Punch, but because Bunny Mask was like a crusader for people being wronged. She would show up and people were being abused or beaten up. She would say, "Is there sickness?" And she would just like totally annihilate the person doing the bad thing. So the Junk Punch is in the same way, I guess, like punching people in the junk is almost the same thing, but it just seemed a little weird. And maybe it'll grow on me after I get my copy next week, and I'll have a whole different outlook. But I'll give it up. I'll answer that question next week, TN. And long story short, way too late. I will answer that question next week. So stay tuned. All I can tell you is to stay tuned. Get your copy tomorrow. Yeah, I think it still might be worth getting a copy of Junk Punch because the writer is good. All right, next book. also been there for a minute. It's probably on issue number, at least number 2, maybe number 3 by now, is something from Image, House of Ideas, called Fireborn, which was from the pages of Lost Fantasy, their other magazine that they have, their anthology. So the character that sprang from those pages, Lost Fantasy number 5, I want to say, was his first appearance. So, and this is from the minds of oh my God, look at all the creators. Kurt Pyers, Franklin Jonas, Patrick Mulholland. I think Franklin Jonas is one of the Jonas brothers. And TECC Content Production. Okay. Jay Lee did not do this cover. Tyler Kirk did not do this cover. This is, I think, is the A cover by the interior artist, who is Patrick Mulholland. This is a very fast moving book. That's what I like about this, because I wasn't even going to like talk about it, but oh, this is kind of cool. And it starts out with this one guy. He's not really that likable to me. This kid who's like, he's kind of like, he's a rich guy's son. He's got this hot mom his dad is young, his mom is hot, his mom is young too. So, he's kind of like a spoiled kid, in my opinion. But that's whatever. And these gangsters breaking through his door. I think it kind of picks up in the mid story, because it starts with the gangsters coming in and putting guns on him and things like that. And also it has another concurrent story running with another guy who is running from some folks I think the same associates here, who's searching for the same thing. It's like this dragon egg, right? This dragon egg that hatches this little kind of cute little creature, and this creature is bonded with the teenage guy who's the son of the rich people, and eventually their worlds will collide. Literally, there's a point where they like run into each other in the street, and they meet, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And they're both looking for the same thing. The kid has the dragon's egg. Now he becomes this him and the dragon egg and the little creature out of the dragon egg have merged and become this badass Fireborn character, which is very cool artwork done here. So now, I guess they eventually will become like kind of, not allies, but because right away it's like, what the fuck you going, man? You're running in to be in the street, and they're not friends right away. So he becomes the Fireborn character. Him and the little dragon merge, and before it's all over with, what happens at the end here? I just read this like last week. They're looking for this guy now. They're looking for the people who are looking for the dragon's egg, and which has now become the little dragon, which is now merged with the guy who's become Fireborn. So his picture is on like I guess surveillance cameras, because there's surveillance cameras everywhere. So now they're going to be looking for his ass, and now even his rich father, who's kind of a jerk, is not going to be able to save him, because nobody can save you from all this stuff. But the coolest thing about this too is and also now this guy who was in the first issue of Fireborn, which I thought was the most interesting character in Lost Fantasy, is also on the case. So now he's looking for, the egg, which has now become, the guy, and it's just this whole thing going on. So it's a very fast moving thing. The art in Fireborn is awesome. That main character is an annoying teenager. Yes, I'm so glad you said that, Mitchell. Yeah, what's up, Mitchell? By the way, yeah, I mean, am I just an old guy? Or do I find some of these, these teen angst people just annoying as shit? I'm sure I had, I was an annoying teenager at some point, but I just have very lower tolerance for that kind of thing in my comic books these days. But
me too.
Yeah,
unless it's done in creatively, or it doesn't like instantly turn me off. But if there's got to be a reason you're angsty.
Yeah, no. Angst for angst's sake is just not fun for me anymore. No. What? Okay, I get it. You're angry. What the fuck are you angry about? Your daddy's rich. Your mama's good looking. Summertime. So what the fuck? What are you angsty about, motherfucker?
I think it's already.
I guess so. Oh, get off my lawn.
Angsty. Yes, you beat me to it.
So the cool thing about I like there's a bonus, and not just the fact that I just talked about $6.99 for every King Spot book, whether it's big or not. That's just an average size book for $6.99. That's everything. I mean, Mark Spears Monsters, in my opinion, is carrying King Spot. But that's another story. This is $4.99 for like his 48-page giant book. I don't know how long he's going to keep doing that, but Image is famous for this. Image is great for giving you like way more of your money's worth, I love them for
they
that.
They always have been, and they consult with the creators. I think the creators get a say in what their cover price is going to be. I think Image will tell them, because Image handles the actual printing part. I think Image gives them a price point, and they're able to charge more if they want. But I think that's how it works.
Yeah, probably so.
So, hooray!
Hooray!
Yeah, Marvel. What's your excuse? What's your excuse, DC?
We're greedy, like bricks and minifigs. What the greedy fucks.
We have to publish 120-page color catalogs and give them away for free every month. I'm sorry, we can't afford to drop our cover price.
Right. You got to cover the price of the catalog. Well, see, the catalog brings in revenue, Phil, don't you know?
Yeah, but that's your marketing budget, not your printing publishing budget.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, right. Just make another variant and go away.
That's right. And that's why I was a variant sucker for so long, man. I feel like a fool.
That's the important part. Tian knows.
Yeah, we got 50 variant episodes because that's how they're just like they just playing us for fools, man. I played the fool for so long. I did buy books, variant covers that I liked, as opposed to just like buying them because they're variant.
Certainly.
So I did pick ones I like, but still, damn you for making that many choices for me. Damn it, I blame you. So that's this preview of this, which is apparently a preview of a Kickstarter by Kurt Pyers and the gang. Picked up Royals issue number 3. Oh, you think, well, they're thick books, yeah, man. Royals number 3, another Image book. Kurt Pyers, Alex Diotto, and Luca Casalangia, and Jay Lee all have this Kickstarter of this thing called The Objection. One more time. The Objectivist, which is this guy here looks kind of badass. It looks like he's carrying a sledgehammer. In the very first page, he just like sledgehammering the dog shit out of somebody. And he's like, the sound of a jawbone crushing on my sledgehammer is like, it's kind of like the guy in Apocalypse Now, like, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. That kind of a feel. So how this guy's kind of like a nemesis, that kind of a thing. But yeah, this preview is pretty badass, man. And the guy is rescuing. He's actually he's not like Nemesis, because Nemesis doesn't rescue people. He's actually rescuing this little girl, and you can see shit happening, and then you get to the point where he's on the rooftop, and of course they leave you hanging just perfectly because now you got to support the Kickstarter to get the book. So yeah, that's a bonus for this Fireborn. This Fireborn thing, if you like action indie comics, this could be your thing, and this can get past the whole bratty lead character. Maybe he'll learn something from the other guy he ran into, in the in the chase. It might get better. It wasn't bad. I would have to say, I finally got around to reading it, and it was not bad at all. Fireborn, that is.
I hate to interrupt the show, but we've got a on the spot report from Janet on the helicopter.
Just in.
Janet's looking down from the helicopter and reports.
Reporter Janet, update. The YouTuber Reckless Ben set up a GoFundMe page. Help Brian recover his stolen Lego collection. So far raised 359,000 stacks. Ain't that something? Yeah. I was so much going on. I didn't have time to mention that. The cops threw him in jail, Ben, that is, because he set up a GoFundMe. Mm-hmm. And they said that we had to lock you up for that because you're slandering, the owners of the business.
And I'm sorry, what was the name of the gaming store in Utah that stole a Star Wars collection?
Lest we forget, it is called Bricks and Minifigs.
Oh, they should be ashamed. It's a good thing they don't call themselves religious.
They should. They should be ashamed. They should walk the walk of shame and be with the shame nun leading the way and throwing tomatoes at their asses. Shame. Yes. Damn them.
Maybe that's an extra price tier in the GoFundMe. Is that you can go stand in line and do that when they walk into the courthouse.
Yes. This is so beautiful, man. I love that guy. Man, so he's going to get that money. His family's going to get that money. And it just makes you feel good about when good people have good things happen to them, And it's just, man, that's awesome. Good to hear. Thank you, Janet. This is something I've been sitting on for a little while too. It's probably already at number 2 or 3. So, I get stuff from either my comic shop or whatever, and I just got so much shit to read, I just don't get around to it. It's from Mark Russell, one of my favorite writers. Dog Tag. He's a writer. P.J. Holden is doing the pencils and the inks, and J.P. Jordan is doing the colors. Now, not like that's driving my dyslexia crazy, but J.P. and P.J. I think I'll have to work with them. So, like, who's J.P. and who's P.J.? Oh, okay. And Buddy Bodine is the letterer. This story is of takes place in WW2, the big one, as Archie Bunker would say. And it starts in 1944, May of 1944, a few weeks before D-Day. And this is in a place in Portsmouth, England. And this fella here, his name is Tom Fuller. And Tom Fuller is a cartoonist. He's an enlisted man. And he's a cartoonist and a writer. And his CO has called him on the carpet to say, like, Tom, we want you to write some propaganda for us. We want you to go to Dover, where we got the operation going on there. And we want you to just like start writing that, the attack for the invasion is impending and it's going to be happening very soon. And man, it's so busy, it's bustling and it's hustling and all that stuff. And then he's like, but sir, ain't nobody there. The whole place is filled with like inflatable tanks and wooden airplanes and dummies hanging from to make it look like it's like, filled with soldiers and shit. It's like, son, not your job to think. Just do what we fucking tell you. Just write the stories and draw the pictures. So he's okay. So Tom is there and in this pretty much abandoned place where nobody is there but him and the people who are like, building the tanks and the wooden airplanes. And he just like, oh man, I wish I was on the front. I wish I was like, who the fuck wants to be on the front, man? What's wrong with you, Tom? So, I guess he gets bored. He join for action. He wants to fight for his country. In the last war that had some sort of, I guess, moral value. It was World War II. Actually fighting a dictator over there. Everyone since has been pretty much, rich men sending poor men to die. So, eventually, June the 6th of June, D-Day rolls around, and as everyone knows, who knows history, they did not invade from Dover. They invaded Normandy. And this is the shit going down. This is the shit that Tom missed by not being there. And so this CO calls me like, hey, good job, son. You wrote the propaganda right. And you fooled all the enemies. They thought that we were coming from Dover, when in fact we were coming from, of course, going to Normandy. So, okay, that's great. And all of a sudden, bodies start rolling in. All the casualties from the invasion started rolling in. And what happens is he's given this the job of like, okay, today you're the tag guy. You go behind this doctor. The doctor's going to check out everybody that comes in, every wounded soldier that comes in, and we're going to, if he says, grab the tag, that means, that he's gone. He's a casualty. So you grab all the deceased tags, throw them in a hat, in a bag, whatever it is, and it's like he's just getting loaded down with dog tags, like there's no tomorrow because there was so many people wounded. And he was saying, like, damn, I guess we didn't win, huh? Oh, we won. We took the beach. So imagine how bad it would have been if we had lost. So this is the shit you wanted to be in, Tom? Think twice, my son. So he goes through all that with the doctor, and they have this horrific realization that this is what the war is hell, and for his thanks, he's sent into the shit. He's sent I guess to help mop up the war. So I guess issue number 2, we see what happens after he gets to into the front and shit like that. So this is a good Mark Russell has that cadence to his writing, like James Tynion, or like hey, what's up, Sleepy? A Mark Russell book when you read one. I mean, there was like this Space Age Jetsons book that turned real dark, and I love that. I'm trying to remember what the name of that book was, but it was like any Mark Russell book has got his
Did he
his
do
style.
Flintstones too?
He may have done a Flintstones kind of a thing, but this was like it wasn't Jetsons officially. It was like looking like the Jetsons kind of a thing. It was like Vanishing Point, I think was the name of the anthology. And there may be an anthology that he actually is writing. Each issue is different, and this one was like a really lighthearted Jetsons episode, and then all of a sudden it got darker and darker. It was like a number 2. That's one of my favorite books from that year too. One shot. So Mark Russell has got a style, and Mark Russell's style shines through in this book. If I were not, trying to cut down, I would probably follow this and get get the whole series. But what I'm going to be doing in the future is getting in Comixology and other stuff so I can read more books, digitally. That would give me, less stuff to carry around. So, and then the back of this, I'm only picking up a couple of. Like last week I got 2 books. Week before, no books. Week before that, 1 book from FOC. This week, one of the books I picked was this one, what they gave a preview of in the back, called Bloodwire. And I believe from the description I read that Bloodwire is this woman who is, I guess her partner is like a sex bot in the future. They've got these they have these replacement for women and shit like that. Because yeah, he did that in Fantastic. It Flintstones way back. Oh, okay.
For DC, it was kind of
Yeah.
grown up.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't even up on him as a writer at that time. Yeah, I think I got that book somewhere in the closet. I'm pretty sure I'll come across that as I'm going through shit. But the thing about this, the conversation between these men in this preview of this book is just like, what do they say about women anyway? That's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's wife or whatever, But these creatures, they don't belong to any man. Like a woman's value is tied to what the man thinks of them. It's basically what they're going over. Like, if it's not, it doesn't belong to some man, then it's just like, it's just a Judy doll or whatever, like a, yeah. So, and then they get blown to shit, which I guess is what this lady does here. She's fighting a war against I don't know, men in general, or men who want to just abuse these robots because she's fallen in love with one. But I'm curious about this book that I ordered 1 copy of. I probably ordered like several covers, but it looked like okay. My instinct tells me that this could be good, and I'm glad I did order that 1 book this week, which is Bloodwire. So I'm gonna look out for that. Probably in a month it'll be out. They say in June, so it's probably the end of this month it'll be coming out. But that's one of the best things about this book. What also is a good story is it building up to something happening. I don't know what's going to happen as far as our cartoonist friend once he hits the front is going to happen, but we'll see. Not bad as I thought it might be, because I've not read a bad Mark Russell book. I can't remember when. So yeah, Dog Tag is good. Pick it up. Especially if you like stuff about the war, real shit about the war. It's like, damn, like a body is just flowing in, like it's a cold-blooded shit, man. War as hell. Last book is week before last, I want to say. The penultimate book from then, which I had to go to Gabby's to find. Danger Room did not have it. I'm not sure if I pre-ordered it or not, so I'm gonna have to wait till next week to find out. Did you hear about Mimi Green? This is also a Dark Horse comic. It is written by Connor Goldsmith, and the art is from Josh Cornion, letters by Ariana Mayer. This woman, Miss Green here, Miss Mimi Green, is she's a blogger, an influencer. I want to say, Space Case, I did get, you think I'm not listening? You're not listening? I won't give you spoilers, TN. Did you get Of the Earth? I looked at that today. I think I got that coming from the shop. I'm pretty sure it's on that long list of stuff that's coming from the shop the next week. If I don't, I'll eventually find it. But that's one thing I did want to see too, because that's by the that Texas Blood gang, which that Texas Blood, by the way, I want to say is on last week's top 20 trending comics. So I always thought that was going to be something. I mean, if you ever read that or not, but that's a very good. The first few issues are good. There's a lag in the middle, and then it got better at the end of the series. So that Texas Blood is a good series. Mimi Green, however, without spoilers, is an influencer, and she has come back to haunt her that she put online years ago, as it does for so many people. And they don't actually say what the thing was she said, but it had something to do with either fat phobia or fat shaming or something like that. And she's going through a whole scandal. There's a whole thing that she's one of these snarky people, you know. And she's one of those lines in there says like, "Well, I said I talk about it, but I'm not nice." No, she's not a nice person at all. She's kind of a bitch. She kind of just goes off on people, and some of the people when they're going through the, she's because of this scandal, she's checked herself into rehab. I guess, like want to rehab the assholery away from me. I'm no longer an asshole. Now I'm out. No more rehab. So she checks herself into rehab, and when she goes through like the sharing sessions, where everybody is sharing like hi, I'm so and so, and this is my story. She's kind of rolling her eyes and all that stuff, and she's not even trying, basically. And the meantime, she's having these horrific dreams. These horrific dreams, I guess she's just riding off to that's, being under stress. And her roommate, she finds out, is also having these horrific dreams. But, but she doesn't really talk a lot about, her stuff because she's kind of a private person. She doesn't really care about people. And there's a scene where she's trying to, everyone else is doing meditation and at least this thing called sound baths, which I'm not even aware of. But that's kind of I guess, a new age thing. Because she has caused all of this to just woo-woo bullshit. She just, everything is like, I'm just here to like, bide my time and get out of here and until the heat dies down, basically. So I don't really care about any of these things like meditation or yoga or, you're not even trying. Because they can all be relaxing if you just, nothing's going to help you if you don't try, right? So she's just being a dick. But then she discovers that her roommate is also having these bad dreams. And what happens is she begins to share those dreams with her. And that's as far as I want to go, so I don't want to spoil it for TN. But this is, I expected this to be kind of good, and it looks like it is. Whatever happened, did you hear about Mimi Green from Dark Horse is, yeah, it's definitely good. I can see this. You can trade wait for it, or you can follow the limited series. I'm not sure. It's probably like about 4 to 5 issues. I bet that's what Dark Horse normally does. Is 4 to 5 issue limited series. So yeah, this is worth your time right here. What's happened? Or did you hear about Mimi Green and she's being an asshole and yeah, all that stuff. So that's what's good.
Conversion therapy.
Yes, inversion therapy?
Inversion therapy? I said conversion therapy.
Conversion. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that cover is cool, yeah. Yeah, so man, that's something. Did you hear about Mimi Green? Oh, what about her? Did I close it? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Sharing the new page at the stage. What's coming up next week? Oh, kind of a long list of the curated list this week again. These curated lists get longer and longer and longer. I try to cut them off at a certain point, you know. But eventually, I have to. First thing going to be do. Well, first of all, returning stuff is like Bleeding Hearts is going very well. A lot of people love that. Of course, Dork number 5. How am I just now getting Dork number 4? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it was late coming out. They forgot to give it. Maybe I missed a week somewhere. I don't know. And Batman Gargoyle of Gotham number 4. Am I tripping, or has that been out for like a year? It seems like it's been out for quite some time.
I don't know about that one.
A 4-issue series, and just now, you know, it's been like a year in between. Maybe it's quarterly. I'm not sure.
I'm reminded though that I picked up issues 1 through 3 of the Sentry.
You did?
Yep. I would not have done it had it not been written by the original author, Paul Jenkins, whose work I really enjoy on that character.
Oh, this is the current series of the Sentry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. My LCS just had all 3 issues, and I said, they're mine.
That's the whole series?
So far. Well, that's the 4th one they're being solicited, yeah. But
I see. I see. Okay. All right. Well, let us know if that's good. That's what's good, you know. Let us know about it. Oh yeah, Sentry number 4 right there. Yeah. The Sentry is something that Marvel's, you know, one of many characters I don't know what the fuck Marvel's doing. You know, that's your Superman, and you just can't get it right. Even in the movie, which really was about the New Avengers, you know, what was it called? The Thunderbolts. He was a great character in there, and they still, nothing, not doing anything with that. You know, we're just gonna give you more variants and shit like that. Anywho, Mask number 1. Mask number 1, long awaited. I've got the ash can of this book. The new series, the next phase of the Energon universe starts here. The world is becoming a terrifying place. Matt Tracker, I love that name, needs your help saving it. Enter Mask, M-A-S-K, a network of specialists recruited to respond to the next global emergency. At a moment's notice, Tracker and his agents can deploy bleeding-edge technology that converts their vehicles and their drivers into the ultimate weapon. But Miles Mayhem and Venom are one step ahead in the secret arms race, scouring the globe for deadly weapons from this planet and beyond, ready to sell out the entire human race. Only Mask can stop them, but will Tracker's own secrets jeopardize their entire mission? Powerhouse creators Dan Waters and Piper. Oh, Piper is I think they did what was it? That book that I picked up not long ago. Oh God damn, it's like a beautiful art. Love their art. Piper launched the most anticipated new series of the year, where anyone and everyone in the Energon universe must join the fight for humanity's survival. Awesome. So he's also known as Simon Parr. Is he Piehead Simon?
Simon Parr Sinister.
Exactly. Simon Parr Sinister, the most evil man in the world.
Destroy the world.
Simon says, go Snow. Yeah. Maybe Simon is his God-given, is what do you call it, his Christian name? How that goes. We got J. Scott Campbell variant. I almost said BJ Scott Campbell. That's J. Scott Campbell variant there. That's cool. A lot going on there, but it looks cool. Oh, my J. Scott Campbell. Oh, my covers. Oh, God. I'm going to do all those covers. I don't think about it right now. Cedric Poulat. This one is pretty badass. He's doing the barbed wire pose, looks like. Kind of cool. Mark Spears has got a variant. Looking kind of like Omni-Man there.
Huh.
You got a Tom Riley connecting variant in color and in black and white. This is the color one. Transformers Unite. And a couple of different, got a Venom blank variant, and then you got a Mask blank variant. Oh, okay, you got to have both. Collect them all. Collect them all. It's Scott Campbell, it's foil, it's just die cut. It's just like the Transformer thing. Like you hit the what is it? The Decepticons and the Autobots. Different covers for both of them. That's cool. So this is a big rollout for them.
Yeah.
And just Suarez blind bag variant.
Monthly series?
I believe so, yeah. Ongoing, yeah. Because the 4-issue series that was so kindly sent to me by William Survive, I got to read that. It's a little more like Saturday morning cartoon style back in that day. This is probably going to be more adult oriented, like the Energon universe is. Blind. How much is blind bag? Blind bag is only for cover price. Okay, that's more like it. I was in the store today. I saw a damn blind bag, a Marvel Doom blind bag, whatever it was, $20.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
man, this is the problem. You know, you missed the whole point of the blind bag.
Yeah.
What does TN say? I'm gonna do a blind bag with only one cover. Well, if you do a blind bag, I mean, that's just rolling the dice. Whatever you get, just for cover price, that's how blind bags are supposed to work. You know, at least you get your money's worth for cover price. Not paying triple cover price for a book that you maybe not even like. Like, really? I don't want this. You know, you get it like, you know, in the blind bag for a regular price. Like, okay, well, at least I didn't pay over cover price for it. You know, but I paid $20 for a book and I don't like it. I feel screwed and tattooed, man. I don't like that one bit. Not one damn bit. Damn it. Screw your blind bag. And who is that? This is Image, of course, who invented the blind bag, and they do it right. God dog it. All right, so there's that. Moving on down the list. That's right. Man, let's start the song. Nice House by the Sea, number 10, coming on down the end to the end of that one, because it's 12-issue series. That's been going on forever, too.
Yeah. See this question?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about blanks in blind bag? Let's say that fast.
You
What do you think
say.
about blanks in blind bags?
I don't think it's that bad because even though you may not be able to draw yourself, I guess the point is now you have a project. You know, you can find an artist, you know, preferably, you know, if you're lucky, the person who made the book. If not, find someone like Roscoe, you know, and then have it, you know, done for you like that. So I don't think it's that bad. I mean, if you're not paying $20 for it, you're paying $20 for it. It's pretty bad. But if you do it for cover price, okay. I mean, some people, I think was it Sleepy? Was it you? Yeah, it was you. It was you. I got a bunch of blanks and blind bags. Did not like it. Don't like it one bit. No, sir. Don't like it. That's right. See, I think the problem a lot of people have, one of the many with the blind bags, is that they don't shuffle them. They don't mix them up. You know, they probably just dropped all 3 of them, probably got 10 blanks in a row.
Yeah.
They all with the consecutive people.
There's all 4 one-of-ones in the box, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, and in that case, yeah, $20, man, $20 for a gut. Man, yeah. See, that's what, you know, in the hand of greedy people, that's what happens, you know.
It's like I was talking earlier. You'll see that at a con in 3 years, you know, for $20, and he won't move because that's how much he paid for it, and he can't take the loss.
He can't take the fucking loss. Oh my God.
So instead, he has to display his shame on his wall.
Shame. Oh, look.
I got ripped off for $20.
Look at Jay is telling Bob, Jay's a future past. Oh, well, good for you guys. Getting that Marvel money. I will not buy that book, but good for you, Kevin Smith, for getting that gig. Good for you. Get that money, man.
How many times is Civil War going to be a thing?
Oh, twice.
Well, until we stop buying it.
That's the problem.
Next question.
You buying that shit, you know. Fall, the House of Slaughter. The first issue, it's in true Italian fashion, building the tension for the death of the old dragon. Look, you see, he's hanging on by his fingernails right there. It's like, oh, the old dragon almost dead. Oh, he's gonna be the new dragon. I think 100% the new dragon is gonna be a woman. 100%, because it's gonna probably be, that's the way it's gonna go. You heard it here first. It might be Maxine Slaughter because she's the young, new, coming up character though. So I'm gonna call that one right now. All y'all who reading, y'all know. Those who know, you know. Space Ghost number 12 might be coming to an end. That is the last series ended after 12 issues too. Blood and Thunder is good. It's number 14. Mark Spears Monsters number 0 is just really a remastering of the pre-comic book day Mark Spears book. So you know, I wouldn't buy that if I were you. Tiger's Island number 4 is amazing, of course, because Tiger's Island is just amazing book. The Thing on the Doorstep, it's like a H.P. Lovecraft thing. I read the first one. It was okay, but I just, you know, just didn't bag it. But what I'm looking at now is Monster Racing League number 1. It's like the Jay Lee A cover. An all new, ongoing series launch from the legendary Jay Lee. This ends tonight. 7 Sons. When a 17-year-old Dev moves to Japan, she stumbles into an underground world of illegal street racing, where speed is power and mutation wins championships. This high-octane sci-fi drama set in a near-future Tokyo is Fast and Furious, wink wink, by way of K-pop Demon Hunters. Whoa, mind blown. 2 things, Fast and Furious and K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay. As long as you keep Mr. Jay Lee on the covers and not writing the stories, it might be worth something. Let me see. Robert Wyndham and Lily Wyndham are the writers. Jay Lee doing interior art, which is cool, because that's what he's best at. Just keep it real. Like this cover right here is pretty nice. So it's not really my cup of tea per se, but it looks like it might be exciting for those of you who are into that kind of thing. Who is this? John J. Muth. That is your real name.
Yeah. You've never heard of him?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's been, I couldn't tell you what he's done, but I know he's been around for a while.
Okay. I don't even recognize the name. Who else we got here? What else you got? There's more Jay Lee, 1 in 25. Different cover. He really has a unique style. I like his style. And then there's a black and white version of the same cover. And this is he did a lot of covers for this. So this is a store of variant, I guess. Epicos, Comics and Games, or Picos? I don't know. Same Jay Lee. Jay Lee. Yeah, Jay Lee. He's killing it. Ha ha! You wish. Johnny Segura, Virgin Baron. Ha ha, you wish. You know what that is?
What?
What is this? Muth did Moon Shadow way back when. Okay. I'm being followed by a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Oh, yes. That's the one. What was I? Oh, right here. Johnny Segura. But the Ha Ha You Wish is just that gets me right there. I guess that's a store or something. I'm up on this artist here, but it looks cool. Don't have a picture of them, but their art looks amazing. So awesome. So there's something for you lovers of Fast and Furious and K-pop. I know there's plenty of y'all out there. For both.
Are there any angsty teen vampires? Or zombies?
Oh, there better be. There just better be. All right, next on the list of our things here, Young Blood 100 from Image. Oh, I didn't pull that one, but I'm not a big Liefeld fan anyway. Liefeld. What's it say? My daughter has made me watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh, dear God in heaven. I'm surprised Janet hasn't made me watch it 1,000 times. It's bizarre seeing a construction worker singing K-pop Demon Hunters entire soundtrack. Oh my God, man! Oh man!
There's a song off that soundtrack that has stayed at the #1 spot for an incredible amount of time. For a song from an animated soundtrack. It's making history for that.
I know I was ever prize. Yes, your no prize is in the mail. Trust me. Oops, the wrong one. I'll catch you. Oops. Just sing it loud. You're a good dad. Yep. And God bless. God bless. Like watching the Barney movie over and over for me, I guess. Next on the list. In this tab, what am I looking at here? Oh, I'm on the right page. Okay. Okay. Next on the list is where was I? There you go. Bad thoughts. Very bad thoughts. It's like a priest or something. Bad Thoughts from Ignition Press, one of my favorite presses. He knows every terrible thing you've done, and he's coming for your ass. Jack Coates can look inside your mind and see every awful thing you've ever thought or done. It's painful, but it serves him very well at this private security firm that deals with difficult situations and even more heinous people. He's a good soldier with a good team that he trusts. But he's about to find out what happens when you put your trust in the wrong people. Veteran writer Andy Parks, co-creator of Extraction and killer artist Dave Wachter, Godzilla, Wachter, highly newer, invites you to unlock a story about a terrifying new kind of hero, featuring open-to-order covers by Wachter and revered artist Fernando Blanco, did World Tree and Catwoman. You don't say. They always have some banger teams. It's kind of like a Bad Idea. They always have great creative teams on these and great stories in these Ignition Press books. This is Fernando Blanco's book here.
I like that cover.
Mm-hmm. Close up of that.
That first one made me wonder if that was a reference to the Four Horsemen, but
oh yeah,
it looks like it's just one character, really.
Yeah, it's thought. I mean, this is almost like the in a different way, the Royals book where they share a link and they can see what's going on in the card players' minds. Except this guy's using it for military, not military, but I guess for security purposes. Security. Bill Hester, 1 in 10. Okay, this is definitely. I probably pre-ordered it already because I pre-ordered stuff up to. It's gonna take 2 months until stuff starts to thin out. Stuff that I've already pre-ordered. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Someone read the ass can. They thought it was interesting. Okay. All right. Get back to you on this after I read it. God willing. Next. It's a book we talked about a few years ago. Well, not last year, I should say, not a few years ago. The Forged. Oh, that's number 11. He-Man, a Master. How many He-Man books are there out there? I'm just not that big of a fan of He-Man, to tell you the God's honest truth. If I had to.
Hey, I wonder, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, the He-Man show is over years ago, right? Is there a He-Man comic that cartoon that took over?
There is a He-Man movie coming out. I want to say that's getting kind of mixed reviews.
Okay, that's right. I saw the previews for that.
Yeah.
It just makes me wonder, is there a market for He-Man right now? Or is there a young market? Or is it just fans of yesteryear?
I think that the fans of yesteryear, for one, and I think they're trying to make it a thing for young people because they keep coming out with new projects. Kevin Smith recently did he wrote an animated series about that. What did he say? Me and my son going this weekend. Is that this weekend when it comes out? Okay. No accident. Of course, it's this weekend when it comes out. You get the book to come out, the same week as the movie. Why wouldn't you do that? And Netflix, that's where Kevin Smith, Netflix version is Kevin Smith, yeah. Kevin Smith, I used to listen to his podcast. I think he still do his podcast. Batman Beyond. I think he still does it. Used to, at least. So yes, this one here is Gehenna in Tokyo. She's doing the Fast and Furious thing too. Gehenna was I think a penultimate book last year at some point from Image Comics. A standalone adventure set in the same world as hit series Gehenna, Naked Aggression. Gehenna travels to Japan to end the Yakuza contract on her life, but she finds they do business a little differently in the land of the rising sun. Featuring gorgeous interior art from infamous mangaka, Asichu Amamoto. Hope I did that correctly. He did Metal Max and X-Men. Oh, it's Gehenna is not void of busty and chunky, thick women. That's one of the things. Definitely was a draw about that. It was a decent book too. Naked Aggression was good. Most of the covers, I think about the same people. I think Marco Ferrari does this one.
Is it Kate Bosworth that plays in the Marvel U? That cover, that model kind of looked like her. Not Kate Bosworth. Who plays? I can't think of her name all of a sudden. Captain America's Flame.
The actor who plays her, or
the actress? Yeah, I thought that. That cover model kind of looked like
Haley Atwell.
Yes.
Haley Atwell was I wish would come back as Captain Carter. Oh my God. Or even as Captain America in some form. Autumn Bellflower. A lot of different artists get to do their thing on here, do their take on this character. It's kind of like Gun Honey, a little bit less TNA than Gun Honey, a little bit less, a little bit less TNA. Gun Honey, not a terrible book, at least not the series I read, but it's big on TNA. Oh, I didn't get the credit for that one. That is Pass. I think I would probably find a different name if I was. I'll pass on that one. I would go by an alias. This one is Zawa. Oh, this is the guy. I think the guy who. This is a different guy. Zawa. I'm not going to try that one. This he also does. This is very Gun Honey-ish because all you got to do is like take off the clothing. And you got not safe for work variant. There we go. Not safe for work. No boobs this time. Just
it depends on your job.
Exactly. I want to bring it up in the in the Zoom meeting with everybody, shit like that. Economics and Comics. Michael McComb Virgin variant. Very, very, very manga.
Yeah.
Manga. Very manga. So, okay, well, I might give that a try, but if I do, I'll probably do it online or digitally because I order any more books. Don't you know? All right. Next on the list is Tankers.
Hey, oh, losing? Oh, there you are.
80s guy. Hey, what's up, 80s guy? Here we go. What's up? Boobs too small. What's it too small? Yes. Oh, the size of basketballs. That's all. The size of a I don't know, one of those things you lean on at the gym to get your back in order. One of those big resistor balls. Those are some cannons. All right, so Tankers versus Ancient Aliens.
Of course, that's a bad idea book.
Of course. Actually, I did like the let me share this. Oh, I'm sharing. The first Tankers series was where they went back to get oil in the prehistoric times and got stuck there or some shit. But I thought that was pretty much it, right? You're going back. All that happened and you're still going back. Okay. All right. We'll see about that. All right, New York. Oh, Robert Venditti still writing it. New York Times bestselling writer Robert Venditti joins forces with visionary artist Tomas Giorelli and industry powerhouse Trevor Harrison, and a battalion of comic all-stars for a bone-crushing action blockbuster. The Tankers were sent back 65 million years into the past with a very simple mission to use their weaponized mech suits to divert the asteroid that annihilates the dinosaurs and buy a little more time before extinction. A lot more future oil reserves. Man, that's just like greed, planning to, that kind of diabolical mentality could be used for good. But deep in Earth's prehistoric past, something far deadlier than dinosaurs lies in wait. A species of star-faring, super-advanced ancient aliens. Battle-hardened by millennia of galaxy-spanning civil war, the ancient aliens have come to Earth armed to the teeth and ready to unleash the most fearsome arsenal unknown to man. Now the tankers must wage an all-out war against ancient aliens and monstrous super dinosaurs alike if they hope to fight their way back to a future worth saving. And do we really want to live in a future that still includes oil? I don't know. Do we? We really want to do that? Luis LaRosa is doing a thing. They always have good talent with these bad idea books too. So get lots of good covers and good interiors.
I like those colors.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, very nice. Person knows their color theory did that. Luis LaRosa is did the color on it too. The Old Masters variant. It's the Old Masters? Really? Okay. You say so. Oh, this is the Old Masters variant. I'm sorry. What the fuck was the last one then? This is the Old Masters variant. That's more like it.
Oh, I was thinking by Old Masters. Are they talking about Cthulhu?
Okay, this is yeah. I mean, they call it this one the Old Masters and that one the old. They can't both be the Old Masters now, can they? No, get out of here with that. I mean, I think they have mislabeled it or something. I don't know. I guess maybe this Cthulhu. And it's 1 in 20 Matt Kent design. Matt will draw some stuff from time to time.
Yep,
that's cool. Those boobs? No, I think so. And it's just like a black and white version of LaRosa's thing. And there's a 1 in 50 Luis LaRosa thing, which is just, I think, different coloring on the same design. So it's 1 in 50. So, okay. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I did not pre-order this. And I read Tankers once and, that was enough for me. But if you were a Tankers fan, and I'm sure somebody's out there, it's a Tankers fan. Now's your time. Next is is it Pride Month already? It surely is. Destination Kill #2. Looking forward to reading #1 finally when it gets here next week. Gaston, Alphonse and Gaston. Did I pass up the Pride thing? I thought I saw it already. Monsters in Love. Did they take it away? Oh, there it is. Okay, man. I'm a little slow today. Please bear with me. For some reason. Monsters in Love. A Pride anthology. We need love and monsters more. Oh, we need love and monster now more than ever. Exclamation marks behind that. Beloved anthology Monsters in Love turns romance comics on their ogre-sized head with 10 swoon-worthy stories by fan favorite LGBTQIA+ creators, including James Tynion IV, Jada Axelrod, Vida Ayala, Zoe Tennell, Stina Grace, Josh Trujillo, Claudia Aguirre, Trench, and many others just in time for Pride Month. The supersized special also includes a framing story by the creative team from The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos, which, that was I wasn't crazy about that book. I mean, some people liked it, but it was okay. Just okay for me.
I really like the end of this too, but I agree with the first one.
You like the look of this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I did. But if it's like Chaos was, right? Or yeah, I couldn't get into the story.
Chaos?
Yeah, Christopher Chaos.
Oh, yeah. The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. Yeah. I couldn't get into that story either. I mean, I thought like, it's a Tynion story. It was more like a Tynion, I guess, adjacent story.
Okay.
Than it was, it was one of his, his proteges, I guess, co-writing it with him or something like that. Pride comic with monsters, yes, please. I love the art so much. This is Bradley Clayton variant. A little bit like Prince on the right there. And this is Ryan Sig, I want to say is the correct way to say that. It was like somewhere between Savage Dragon and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay. Right on. Pride Month. All right. The next contender is Altered States. Altered States Warlords. Somewhere here, as I mentioned before. Destination Kill. Gaston. Altered States Warlords. From Dynamite. Which, I don't know, your mileage may vary as far as your appreciation of Dynamite books. Welcome to Altered States, Dynamite Entertainment's parallel reality in the vein of DC's Elseworlds and Marvel's What Ifs. Our debut Altered States title starts with Red Sonja, the she-devil of Hyrcania, finding herself transported to Barsoom, better known to Earth readers as Mars, in the ancient past of the mysterious Red Planet. What happens there sets up events that will ripple across the planet and will draw in the legendary heroes Vampirella, John Carter, Deja Thoris, and direct from Earth, the Lord of the Jungle himself. Tarzan, we need you. Where you at, Tarzan? Oh, here I am. Oh, my God. Writer David Avalone is joined by rising stars Mariano Benitez Chapo and cover artist Joseph Michael Lisner. Oh, that's his work. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely his work. Mike Ruth and Chapo, as well as a stunning cosplay image by Jackie Goner. Mike Ruth and Chapo each have created a stunning series of connecting covers for this series. It all starts in June. Be there. Any exclamation marks are used in this description here. All right. Solid. Somebody said something. Nobody in any of these universes wears shirts or pants. And that's a fact. I should mention it. Everybody here, pantsless.
It was Edgar Rice Burroughs that brought me to comics.
Is that right?
Yeah, and never would Tarzan share a world with Vampirella. Or, I'm sorry, whoever that is. Yeah, no. Elvira, that's what I mean.
How about Deja Thoris? How about Deja Thoris?
No. Come on, Dynamite.
Come on, man. We can do it.
It's 14 covers. I hear a rainforest crying.
Yeah. See, I'm not even gonna go over all because there's probably a zillion of them. Oh, actually, this is very restrained for a Dynamite book. Very restrained.
14.
Yeah, thereabouts, give or take, more or less. The cosplay photo is interesting. She's Red Sonja.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh, never mind. Do you know who Steph is in the community? I can't remember her.
The community, in the comic book community?
I can't remember her screen name, but she was one of these models on an Elvira cover.
She's a cosplayer?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it might have been Vampirella, but yes, she was on a photo cover.
Oh, I did not know
Pretty
that.
sure.
No.
Pretty sure.
Doesn't Madam do cosplaying too?
That's her. That's
her name. Okay,
I
know her real name. I thought Madam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know her as Madam. Okay. Yeah. It does kind of resemble her a little bit too. But Mojito says, "What's up, Mojito? She's my favorite cosplayer." Nice. All right. To be fair, I mean, you said it. I'm going to check out the Alien Books, Tarzan Beyond. Alien Books, Tarzan Beyond. Tarzan returns to the world of comics with an all-new series. The years have been kind to the Lord of the Jungle and his faithful companion, Jane. Got a girl named Jane with no last name. She got a homely and plain, but he loves her just the same. Oh, yeah. They're grown older, wiser, and carved out a peaceful existence after decades of adventuring. But not all good things are meant to last, as their world becomes threatened when the nefarious Blackbeard, the pirate, and his crew lay siege to Tarzan's homeland in search of the secret of immortality. Can Tarzan return to his adventuring ways and save Jane and the rest of the world from Blackbeard's crew? Red hot writers Steve Orlando, Scarlet Witch, blah, 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 and legendary artist Renato Guedes team up to bring one of the most iconic characters in the future of the all-new Tarzan Beyond series. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I don't think so in the answer to that question. No, I don't think Tarzan can return to his adventuring ways and save Jane and the rest of the world.
Well, how about the chimp? How about, what's the chimp name again? I forgot the chimp name.
I don't remember. I don't remember. He will be the only survivor at the end of the book.
The only survivor. About Boy? Did the boy ever grow up and become man?
Chimp's name. I'm not sure the chimp was in the book exactly. That might have been
probably
the
not.
Hollywoods.
It's probably some made up shit for the fucking movie or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, there were apes with names in the books, but I don't know if he had a sidekick like they make out in some of the films.
Gotta have a sidekick, baby. Yeah. Gotta have a boy and a chimp or a dog or something. Yeah. You gotta have people relate to those characters. To be honest, I've never been a Tarzan fan.
I wasn't either. He has an interesting origin, but after a few books, I've had enough running around in the jungle. I was more of a John Carter fan.
John Carter, I can get with. I mean, that movie that John Carter that came out with John Carter that was a big bomb. They spent all that money on, but it looked great.
I thought it was good, actually.
I thought it was good too. I thought, but it just didn't. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. Did it make money?
Yeah,
fuck, it was good or not. I mean, some of the worst crap you ever want to see is made money. And then that's all we care about. But the guy from Friday Night Lights was John Carter. I thought it was a good movie. Like, why are they paying this movie? It's not bad at all. I mean, I enjoyed it, and it ruined his career. I mean, I haven't seen him in anything.
Seriously, that's too bad.
It is too bad, man. I mean, shit. I mean, I'd get more into a John Carter than a Tarzan, to be honest.
I hadn't read the books since youth, but I thought it followed the books well.
Mm-hmm. Is there Edgar Rice Burroughs, John Carter also?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's John Carter. He's at the Earth's core, which is not the same as Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth. That's two different things. He did a Venus series, Mars, Venus. Tarzan is probably his most,
Yeah. My problem with Tarzan, it just sounds like, colonization. Am I wrong on this? I mean, am I just like duh on this? The Phil Collins soundtrack, though, we did not deserve it.
Well, I don't know about later tales. I mean, but ultimately, his parents died.
Mm-hmm.
He was a newborn in the jungle.
He was Lord Greystoke, right? He was Lord Greystoke, lost in the jungle.
Yes, and apes find him.
He's raised by apes. Literally raised by apes. Okay.
Yeah, and it's only years later, probably when he's in his late teens, I'm gonna guess. I don't know for sure, maybe early 20s, that some random expedition comes and finds him, and I don't believe they were even really looking for him. But look, it's Lord Greystoke. Yeah.
What is he too wrong with whip his ass? Yeah, but Tarzan's books are worth more.
He could steal Jane away, that's for sure.
He probably would, yeah. The thing is, Tarzan, the way the framing, the story of Tarzan, little Lord Fauntleroy, little Lord Greystoke is lost in the jungle and he finds and he survives. Okay, that's another story. Why you gotta be Lord of the Jungle? I was in the jungle all this time, all of a sudden this motherfucker shows up, you the Lord of the Jungle. Who the fuck elected you Lord of the Jungle?
Yeah.
That's my problem with that's my problem with it,
And honestly, from what I remember in the books, he would be the last person to want to claim that title. He was very one with the jungle and nature and stuff, and he wasn't about the politics of us modern civilized folk.
See, but when those movies were originally made, it was very much into the whole colonization and superiority shit. You can't just make him like Lord Greystoke. God, we him Lord of the Jungle. Oh man, stop it. Stop it.
Bring in Bo Derek.
That's right. With her braids.
That's right. I forgot.
Man, that's a blast from the past, man. Bo Derek, is she still around?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was married to some rich guy, wasn't she?
Well, John Derek was her husband. He was like a director filmmaker,
right?
But I think I don't think she's with him anymore. He was Linda Evans' husband before Bo Derek married him.
Correct. Linda Evans, right? Mr. Derek had a type. So, she definitely chose those certain kind of women. All right, coming on down the list here. I'm going to skip way down here because I don't want to. Oh, here we go. Not too far down. It's called Order. It is from Amp Comics, which had some interesting books recently. And this is maybe one of them. Radek and his twin brother were torn from their mother when the founder rose as a tyrant emperor and unleashed reprisals to prove his absolute power. Absolutely. Now, after years of beatings in a distant coal mill far from the memory of home, Radek must get his hands dirty to find his mother and take his life back. Not much else was available on this.
I like
it's kind of. He's definitely brothers here. I think at least related here. Writer and artist. These two guys they're the creators. This is an interesting concept. I don't see any much feed. Oh, it looks like this is channeling Dishonored, and I am all in for it. Okay. Maybe that's the creator there is giving some links or something. Oh yeah, the trailer. I wish I had known. Oh God, I got the trailer for you guys. Echoing excitement for this one. Okay, so it looks like there's some buzz. There's There's like this could be a sleeper. I should have dug for the trailer.
I like the art style.
It is cool, isn't it? The Alban brothers. They're definitely brothers, yeah. Maybe twins. And this is the Eduardo Risso variant, cover B. Oh. Come on now. One more time. It's a little bit of Days of Future Past inspired, maybe, sort of, kind of, but change it around a little bit. That's cool.
Is it a kind of a cyberpunky feel there, maybe?
What kind of monkey?
Cyberpunky feel.
Cyberpunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know. The plumbing in the wall over there.
Yeah. I like that kind of stuff, man. This could actually be a sleeper. I'm not really sure, but this could be something. It could be something, or it just could be nothing. One or the other. One thing's for sure. It'll be one or the other. It'll be something or nothing. All right. You know what else could something or nothing? The penultimate book, which is where we are right now. Right now. Coming right the heck up. You got that right, guys and gals and folks. This is time for the Penultimate Book. And this was a wee bit of a slim pickings week. I'm not going to play the thing, but it's a little bit of a slim pickings week this week. And so I had to pick some stuff. And this week, that book is going to be called Skate Ali. Who knew from Dark? It's the whole theme. Dark Horse. The theme of the day is Dark Horse. And what's that company that cheats people out of their minifigures? Huh? Huh? That's right. Bricks and minifigs. That's a common theme.
Yeah. Shame on that company.
Shame on the brother. All right. Welcome to near future Los Angeles, a neon scorched city where skateboarding has been ruthlessly outlawed. What? But nothing stops Skate Ali. By day, she's just another student dodging detention. That was me in high school. By night, she's a rebel on wheels, an enigmatic loner defying the law on the Los Angeles streets. But when Ali slams, maybe Skate Ali slams, she's not of the Muslim faith, slams headfirst into the infamous world of underground skateboarding. She comes face to face with a crew of outcast skaters called the LA Skull Clan and their masked leader, Skull Queen 9. Fueled by a magical force called the Rush, the clan pulls off explosive moves and defiant acts of resistance. Faced with the opportunity to level up her game, but afraid of actually being perceived by others, Ali must decide, will she play it safe or kickflip straight into a revolution? Revolution, what the hell of it. Boom, 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 boom. Written by Sam Humphries, Kelly Sue DeConnick, co-writing both of those, artist and colorist Natasha Bustos, and lettered by Josh Reed. Kind of like this. A comic where skateboarding is illegal and you do crimes. Let's go do those crimes.
So that's okay. I was going to say, I didn't know there was an underground skateboarding scene, but evidently that maybe because skateboarding is illegal, that's what makes it underground.
Exactly. And that's not far-fetched at all, you know. You talk about these oh yeah, all right. You talk about these things what they call violent architecture, where they're putting like spikes on things to make sure that people don't skateboard on stuff. So I don't think outlawing skateboard is too far out of the realm of possibility and not too far down the road from happening. And it's the new world order that is being formed. You know, a lot of shit's probably going to be like, you know, okay, no more of that, no more of this, no more of that.
It's not about skateboards. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. I mean, literally, they were putting like spikes on benches so people can't sit on. I mean, what's the goddamn point of the goddamn bench if you can't sit on it? I mean, people are just trying to sit down and take a load off. You know, you don't want people sleeping on the benches. You know, that's they do that. Yeah, for real. They do that for it's unfortunate. I mean, okay, this is what they call addressing a problem that's not solving the problem. You know, let's address the cause of the folks sleeping on the benches, not prevent them from sleeping on the benches. You know, maybe you know there was a reason why they're sleeping on the benches. We could get the root of that, but that's a whole different kind of worm we don't want to go into right now because that's how capitalism works. You gotta have poor people to have capitalism. It's just a fact. That's just a fact, boys and girls. So this is a good creative team on this. Joe Quiones got a cover here. It's the ass variant. This is pretty cool. I missed the whole skateboarding thing. I guess in my youth, and by the time I got to be like in my 20s, it probably started in the 30s. Maybe that's when it started to be a thing. I mean, a thing. I mean, they've been around since since the 30s or whatever. But skateboarding as we know it now, but we got all the gear and all the what they call the rigs that people can do like really cool things with. That's when I missed all of that. Plus, I was kept indoors and sequestered my entire youth anyway. So that's that thing. Jamie McElvey doing this one. What else?
She's not the name she was, I guess, but I'm glad that Kelly Sue DeConnick, I still see her name around.
Kelly Sue.
And Matt Fraction. Her hubby.
Big push. Matt Fraction is her husband, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is who is this? This is Rosemary Valerio O'Connell. Looks like a little faded. You left out in the sun too long. The art is nice, but it's like it's a little washed out. Okay. There's an incentive by Sweeney Booth, 1 in 15. I like Sweeney Booth stuff.
I like the colors.
Yeah. And this one here is a 1 in 25 Emma Rios. Whoa, that's a good shot. Not a good position to be in, but a good shot. Yeah. Unless your skateboard, in fact, has jets on it. That's not a good thing. Okay. Well, we'll see if I already ordered this. Kelly Sue signing. I got this book on my radar. Love Bustos art. This seems kind of cool. So it looks like there's a little bit of buzz on this. I'm not the only ones looking at this. Looks really cool. Will Reed says Pink Jellies, $9.99. Okay. All right. Any of these move the needle for you?
I like the art, but I'm not sure I'm up on the I guess the subject matter.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of, not in our target,
Yeah, I'm not the target demographic for this. I don't think.
If I get my ass on the skateboard, man, it's gonna be some broken hip action, possibly. So I'm not.
Yeah, on my back.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, a little late in the game for me to take it up skateboarding. This will probably this will probably be written with the right kind of teenage.
Or teenage angsty.
Oh God, I hope it's just enough teenage, not too much, but
I
just
out
enough.
my angst.
Yeah.
And I just tell people to get off my lawn.
I got my senior angst. Got my own kind of angst. Damn it. All right, so that is your penultimate book. Thank you and almost good night. All right, the last book on the list. Ooh, okay. I skipped around that one. TM might have caught that. You skipped over that one. Man. What'd you do? Yeah, he's keeping his eyes open. Like, slip one past that guy. The last book, Center Holds, excuse me. Baby Garfield. Oh my God, really? The future is, I'm not sure. I used to think that was the future is fucked, but I'm not quite sure that anymore because I read the free comic book day version of that. And I forgot what it was about, but it wasn't at all what I thought it was going to be about. You ever read one of those?
I haven't.
I think someone in the chat read one and they were talking about it, but this is not at all what I thought this was going to be. Let's see, where's that book I'm talking about here? Near the bottom here. From the bottom. From the bottom. That's a cool Essentia cover. Here we go. Oh yeah. All My Friends Are Flowers from Bad Idea. What that actually is like it's not a standalone book. It's like one of those books like the damn Bad Ideas. This is Bad Idea kind of doing the Bad Idea thing they used to do like thing. This is like a book I think that you order if you order so many tankers or something like that. So I think it's used to help sell tankers. The new version of tankers.
So it's a retail
yes. Bingo, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not a standalone book at all. So you're not, I doubt if it's anything that's world shattering that you would cry if you missed.
Okay.
Oh darn, I missed All My Friends Are Flowers. Curses. Last one is from Floating World Comics. Shout out Floating World Comics. One of my favorite places to be in Portland, Oregon, Coop. And it's called Ape, #1.
Is it a reprint or is it just really done well in the style of the old EC comics?
You got it. Stories that will make you go ape. This is like a straight up swipe from a Mad Magazine, EC Mad Magazine cover. You got it. It's the head of the class. Rich Tommaso spent over 6 years going from his work on a variety of Black Phoenix projects and returning every so often to this special one to slowly craft a panel here and page there, little by little, all in effort to sharply hone his skills in order to produce a comic art work reminiscent of the early 1952 to 56 Mad magazines. Studying and deeply admiring the mad works of Will Idler, Wally Wood, Jack Davis, and of course, the mad creator himself, Harvey Kurtzman. In 2026, after 5 months of uninterrupted work, Rich has finally finished this long-awaited project. In this one-shot comic book, Ape Number 1, you'll read about mad scientists, strange visitors from outer space, horny bald men in newspaper offices, gun-crazy cowboys, junkies, flunkies, businessmen, husbands, wives, lovers, haters, and angst-ridden teenagers. Everything you'd expect to find in an old mid-20th century issue of Mad. Can't get away from them damn angst-ridden teenagers.
I know, man.
They just
taking over the world.
Oh my God, the place is just lousy with them. It's everywhere. All right, so and this is Rich Tommaso. Yeah, God bless you. This is kind of like of course nobody. One person is up on this. Fan of Rich Tommaso work, and this is Sound and Nostalgia. Yes, I'm gonna give you a like right now. I'm gonna give you definitely a like because this work needs to be admired, and yeah, this is definitely the penalty for aping a cartoonist drawing style is death. But I didn't really. I think this is an actual cover, and he just kind of like drew it himself. You know, he did. I guess it looks like a after thing there. Everybody knows it's it's an homage, and he just did it in his own the same a la Jim Rugg. Jim Rugg is one of those guys that can just ape someone else's style. No pun intended. Ape someone else's style, and he even leaves the 10 cent on the cover. Thank you so much. I mean, the Big Two and everybody else who does these homages and reprints, they never leave the original. You know, I guess because they think that some jerk is going to come to the counter and say, "I want to pay 10 cents for this." You know, first of all, that person should be slapped. Second of all, nobody's going to do that. You know, just recreate the cover, and it's a $6 book, 32 pages. You know, bam, there it is. So thank you so much for Floating World Comics for putting this out, and man, hope I'll be able to pick up a copy of it. I might be able to keep it, might just get rid of it. So that's it about that. That's about all about that I can say. Something like that.
Something like that.
Well, yep. All right, that's gonna be awesome. Oh, it's very dark. I'm darker than normal. I'm a pretty dark fellow to begin with. So tell us what you got going on coming up, my friend. What's next for you in this land?
Well, you can always find me at Geek Out with Roscoe's channel, where every other Monday night we do the Drawn to You art stream, which often features work from yours truly, i.e. Lorenzo. And then every other Tuesday night, we do the Late Night Addiction, same channel. But I know he's going to be going to Heroes soon, so that might interrupt some of his shows. I'm not sure. Tune in, follow him on Instagram for more information.
He did mention that, didn't he? He's going to take a little break for a while, so we'll stay tuned.
Yeah, you know, Izzyverse. He and Izzy have a booth at Heroes.
Oh,
so if you're going to Heroes, check out Geek Out. Actually, Roscoe will be at Izzy's booth. So look for Izzyverse if you're going and have a program. Look for that name, and you'll see them both.
Okay, it's under Izzy's name, so you'll be at Izzy. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And
Roscoe, man.
Maybe I'll be there next year doing the same thing.
God willing, the creek don't rise.
And in Portland before you two.
Yes.
Country.
Yes, man. God willing,
that's so good.
I hope so, man. I really hope so. That'd be amazing. As for me, I guess I'll be back next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise, and And maybe TN and you a week after that, and him again, and wash, rinse, repeat, and so forth and so on. It's all good. All right, man. Thank you, my friend, for co-hosting. I appreciate you.
Love being here. Thanks for having me. As always.
Anytime. And I appreciate all of you guys out there, all you folks out there who stopped by, all of you who are watching on the replay, and all of you who just put up with my craziness and all that stuff. So that's awesome. So I tell you, until next time, read your comic books, enjoy your comic books, sell your comic books, cut them up and make stuff out of them. I don't care what you do with them. They're yours. Do what you want with your comic books, but damn it, use them for what you enjoy using them for. And I tell you, we look forward to seeing you again next week. So till then, peace and love, everyone. Good night, everyone. Hey.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.